Hey guys.
Hey.
Yeah.
What do you think of shortcuts?
I
I thought so.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in today's
video.
Hey folks.
What are you doing? Nobody's gonna see that.
I'm sanding.
I know you're sanding.
Um,
Can you get out?
yeah, I need it. Just roll on out.
All right.
So your question leads me to kind of a mini rant. So one of the things that my dad instilled in us when we were kids is never do anything half-assed. If you're going to do something, do it full-assed. And I didn't understand what that meant. I was about 8 when I first heard it. And what it means is if you're going to do something, do it all out. Even if you make a mistake, do it royally. Yeah. And we've been seeing a lot of work-related stuff on these cars that we're going back in and fixing other people's stuff and making minor adjustments. And they just taking shortcuts. Mm-hmm. So this is me not taking a shortcut because this is going to be a painted surface. It deserves to have the same finish that the outer body's going to have, even though no one's going to ever see it.
Yep.
I can undercoat it and I can do this. And I know some builders that wouldn't even go this far. It's like I'm even doing filler work up in here where it's just a little wavy for me. Mm-hmm. So this will never be seen. This is behind the tire, underneath the engine and transmission. Never ever going to be seen, but it's going to be nice and shiny and no bugs and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my for why I do this, and it's not an OCD thing. It's doing a good job, doing it right, and having good value for the money, because this is also one of the reasons that it's so expensive. I have small sanding blocks, and I'm sanding God knows how many hundreds of square feet of wavy, ribbed stuff, and there's a lot of handwork in this.
That's true. Oh, and tell them the rule that we have about if you take a part off.
Yeah, if you take a part off, you clean it, inspect it, and paint it before you put it back on. Even if it's a brand new part out of the box, like a steering box, they come raw metal. Mm-hmm. Well, that's going to start rusting almost immediately. Mm-hmm. And even though it'll never fail, it's still, to me, it's kind of offensive. Yeah. It's literally, take pride in your work. It's like, Shannon I was real proud of him. He came in on Monday because he was working on his wife's Honda. And I said, what are you doing here? He says, well, you kind of rubbed off on me. I go, what do you mean? He says, well, I'm cleaning and painting parts before I put them back on my wife's Honda.
Yeah.
And I was actually pretty proud of him with that.
That is cool.
Because you really didn't have to do that. He's just putting, it's basic transportation, but he has enough pride to take care of this.
Yes, definitely.
So it's like, if I've got my hands on it, I'm going to do it the best way I can.
Don't take shortcuts.
That's kind of my thing.
Make the spook angry.
So this is Hersker 60. Hersker 60. It's a Euro car. And I'm getting it prepped for paint.
Nice.
So it's getting prepped for color and then clear and all that other good stuff. And then I'll do the secondary panels. But I actually should be out of that this week. And I'm probably going to go into the booth next week.
Nice. All right. Let's get in there.
At least get it jammed out. And then I'll get into the body. But that's kind of what I've been working on. I'm very fortunate to have Darren running day-to-day operations on scheduling and managing the guys, so I can actually come in here and do what I'm good at.
Get in the zone. Yeah.
Well, it's not only getting in the zone. It's everybody. I want everybody to actually do what they're really good at and what they really enjoy, because that's where they excel. Mm-hmm. We do cross train, and in fact, we'll be doing some cross training here probably next month. We are hiring, by the way, so go up in Indeed and go take a look and see what we're hiring for. And that's just to give us a little bit more capability to better serve our customers. I mean, we're getting a lot more local cars for maintenance and brakes and that kind of stuff. So,
I'll put the link to Indeed's listing in the description.
So if you guys are interested in doing classic cars, you definitely have to think outside the box. This is not a oil change place where everything is the same every single time. You know, pull the nut, drain the oil, it doesn't operate like that. It's like
it's a puzzle solving.
It's a puzzle solving, and it's just like you just can't give up on it.
Yeah.
So, it takes an entire team. So, Darren's around here somewhere.
All right.
Hey, Darren, you want to kind of give the folks over in YouTube land
What's going on?
All right, so if you've been following the last couple of weeks, we're still kind of in a parts holding pattern a little bit, but things free up. We got a couple new cars in here that
I think we have a theme going.
Yeah,
red Beetles.
Red colored Beetles in here. So, but these are in for maintenance. So we don't only do full restorations; we do maintenance and any other type of work on B-dubs. So this one in here, gentleman's local, and he wants to bring it into us to have us do his maintenance. So we're doing oil change and a tune-up and checking all his doing a valve adjustment and just checking it overall to make sure it's okay. And he's going to bring it in every 3 months or so for us to do something on it. So
that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, so it's in for regular maintenance. And then this convertible up here is a lady here in Huntsville, but she bought this car in Athens last week, so she brought the car over to us before she bought it to have us check it out. And we did, and then we sent her back with the knowledge, and she went back and bought the car, and she brought it in for us to do all the work of the stuff we found as we did the checkoff on it. So it's in here to get several little things, but they all added up kind of to several. So we don't just do these full high dollar customs. Herbie here, Mr. Worrell's car, the custom brakes came in finally, so we're working through that, and they're custom, so it's high dollar brake.
We have to do a little bit of adjustment just to get it fit.
Yeah, so
custom is custom.
But it's custom, yeah. So wheel wood brake kit that's made to go for this Fat 5 wheels. He wanted to keep the same wheels, so we're working with that. But the good news is that came in fine. That's one thing we were waiting on. We've been waiting for a few weeks for this brakes to be made. So we're once we get that done, we get the wheels back on there. His tires are here. His other 2 tires are shoved, so we'll take it and get it the tires put on, and then it'll wait in a line for alignment. Apparently, at least in our state,
there's a rush on alignments.
There's a problem with alignment. So we've been trying. I've got 6 cars now waiting for alignments.
Oh.
The local shop that we take them to, they're having a problem with people showing up for work. So
he's got 17 waiting in line.
17. So
so as soon as he clears
and
those,
he's not the only one.
More.
So it wasn't a fluke. We tried to go to another shop, and the guy told me before I even got out, he said the same thing. He can't get anybody to show up for work, and they're backed up. I went to a third shop, and it was the same thing. So apparently, there's a big problem with getting.
So if you're into making
if you're an alignment
doing
guy,
alignments,
you can probably get a job today. So But anyway, so he'll go online, and I've got 1, 2, like I said, 6 cars waiting. 3 of them were done, and all they got to get is a line, and they can go home. So
nice. All right, well, it's getting there.
We're getting there.
All right, Gazzo, we're waiting.
Normal in the house.
Oh, hey, Normal, where'd he go?
He's in front of Gazzo's Kia.
Oh,
there he is.
Here we go. Hi, Kitty.
For those of you guys don't know, Normal is the new
he's the new Toby.
New Toby replacement, we think. We don't know. He's still kind of young.
So yeah, Gazzo's still waiting on his axles.
All right.
And Riley's waiting on our interior parts. I'm waiting for the headliner, and I can start on putting the windows back and everything. But I can't do anything until I get the headliner, so it's coming. Yeah, should be here Friday. Okay. So and then this thing should move pretty quick, because once I put the headliner, I put the windows in, and I don't want to do anything else in the interior until we do that. So,
yeah.
Seat covers and all that are coming and all that.
That's kind of cool. I've never seen the whole roof.
The whole roof is so
on the floor.
To tell you what he's been doing on the roof section. Before we do that, we got Fonseca over here. He's moved over here. Y'all been seeing him in the corner over there, but he's real on the short list. So we've got the seats and the seat harnesses mounted in. We did me and Josh fabbed all the steering out to where we had to make it to where it made up to a centered rack and pinion, where it usually is offset. So we had to make that all work. We got that all fabbed out now. We actually, in going through and bleeding the brakes, we found a brake line that had a neural problem, so we have a brake line coming, and then really it'd be tuned up and sent out. So it'd be going home here hopefully by Friday of next week.
Great.
He's really good. I was gonna clean him up. He's all on his wheels. He's on his own spring plates.
Ooh,
So everything's good there. So
that's gonna be fun.
yeah. And then so like I said, he'll tell you what's going
All
on with this.
right,
And then,
Josh.
All right, so what we've been doing today and yesterday is replacing Rusty's nuts. We can't.
Okay, because we're 12.
Rusty square nuts.
Yeah. So all the caption is this is for all the trim and all the guides for the rag top. This is what it all bolts down to. I was able to save a majority of them, but some of them did end up having to be replaced just because of the rustiness. So
Yeah, well, can't go around with rusty nuts.
No, can't have none of that. So, other than that, though, finished getting the top back together. Had some skin issues where I had to cut to be able to get it to fit over everything, especially the bows and the roof.
Sure.
And then what we're working on now is the stops for the hinge of the rear deck lid.
Yeah.
Because if they overextend, they actually lock up and bind up where you can't do nothing with it. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to end up getting it pried back where it needs to be, and I'll have to put a 5/8 rubber bump stop to keep it from overextending.
Okay.
So that's where we're at. And then the skin will go back on. Inner skins will get welded, at least tacked into place before I do anything else as far as the outer skin goes. Once I have those inner skins on, everything will be welded into place, and then we'll do the back tray back here, and it'll go to sandblast.
Nice. All right. Well, that's great.
We got the suspension coming.
Well, yeah.
So we've got an air ride suspension coming from Wagons West. Should be here end of the week, first part of next week.
Hey, Nate.
Hey, Nate. And then Fish over at Doug's Bugs and Bunnies is building a stroker. I have no idea what the size
nice.
is.
All
So
right.
thanks, Fish.
Yay,
We appreciate it.
Fish.
Say hey to the guys for me. So that's all coming in, and then it'll go to blast, and then I get it, and then I get to start cussing on it. Yeah. So it'll be probably another 2 months or so before I see it back in my area.
And then how long do you think it'll be in your area?
It'll probably be in my area at least 3.5, 4 months. And it's like there's a lot of work to do on
There's
this.
a lot of real estate, too.
Well, you've got new panels, you've got old panels, and the newer stuff fits pretty darn well. But it's definitely kind of interesting. So
Yeah. All right. And then, Josh, we talked briefly about Hardin over there.
Oh, yeah. Harden is it.
Are you having nightmares yet?
No nightmares. It's going to be real similar to Rusty. It's just going to
But
be
smaller.
It's just a lot of work. I mean,
there's a whole bunch of little rust.
It is. It's a lot of little areas, and then some of the areas that are actually kind of difficult to get to are bad.
Oh.
So that's going to be real interesting.
Kind of looks like that Swiss Alpine Swiss cheese
Yeah.
with the little holes.
to say the least.
Oh,
right?
man.
Yeah,
We can at least get a ham sandwich or something.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Don't tease me like that. It's like, I kind of sworn off ham.
Oh.
Boar's
And
head,
bacon.
maple honey glaze.
Oh, damn, dude.
All right, lunch break. All right, man. This is cool.
Yep, we're getting there.
So, very good.
Yep.
What would you tell somebody who might apply for the position we're about to list?
Mechanic wise, just good work ethic and
Yeah.
overall knowledge, just being knowledgeable and troubleshooting. That's going to be probably the biggest thing
Yeah.
is being able to troubleshoot not only electrical but the way an ICE works, which is an internal combustion engine. So they're all pretty much the same, but they do have their differences. So just troubleshooting and mechanically inclined.
Yeah, and I'm kind of along the same boat. It's like mechanically inclined. You have somebody who can do puzzles.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do.
Yes.
It's like, this is not an oil change place.
No,
So,
True.
definitely a puzzle guy.
All right, fun fact though.
Yeah.
Some magazine publisher thinks we are an oil change place. So they send us magazines for our customers to sit in the waiting room while they wait for their car.
Oh, yeah.
If they had to sit in their waiting room waiting for their car, they'd be skeletons by the end.
yeah, because we don't work that way.
No, it's
You
not.
notice that there's never a clock in this building.
That's true.
There's not.
Well, there you have. It's timeless. All right. You guys know what to do.
Bye, nice people.
Bye, nice people.